Welcome to Laugh Tracks. I'm James.
And I'm Brian. If this is your first time with us and you don't know how Laugh Tracks works, it's pretty simple.
Just find a laugh track that you want to listen to, sync it up alongside the movie or the TV episode that it goes with,
and then enjoy the classic experience of two dicks talking in the theater from the comfort of your own home.
Yeah, on that note, laugh tracks are for mature audiences. You've been warned, this is definitely not family entertainment.
Honestly, it's barely entertainment.
That's true.
All of our past laugh tracks are available on our YouTube channel. They're free now. They always will be free.
But if you're having a good time with us, tell your friends and consider supporting our Patreon at laugh-tracks.com.
And hey, if you're not having a good time with us, then just do us a favor and shut your mouth. Just shut your stupid mouth. But seriously, please consider supporting us, because the more support we have, the more tracks we can make, and the more you can enjoy. Everybody wins!
Thank you to all of our past, present, and future backers, and to you for checking out Laugh Tracks.
And please enjoy the show.
All right, we are watching the second episode of Arrow. Arrow Season 1, Episode 2, Honor Thy Father.
But fuck thy mother.
Right.
Not literally.
I guess that's
just don't worry about her.
That'd be a weird commitment.
I would.
All right. So something we forgot to do for the first episode of the series, but we're doing now. Because these episodes initially aired on television, depending on the version that you have and the version that we have, it's hard to know which one you have. So there may be breaks for commercials in the version that you have, and whenever those come up, you may need to resync with us. So we're gonna say things like,
"All right, go on a commercial break,"
and we're back.
Exactly like that.
Yeah, we'll try to do that for you to help you resync if you need to.
Yeah, I choose not to think of it as we forgot to do this for the last episode. I'm fairly certain, Jay, you said, "I'll take care of that," and then you forgot to. So I've chosen to absolve myself from any and all blame so that our listenership still loves and adores me. But shame on you, Jamie. Shame on you.
That's good. See, doing that makes you clearly the good guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Obviously. I mean, I just spelled it out for everybody.
So our sync up point for this episode, like the first one, starts with a bang. It actually opens with a shot of lightning and Oliver Queen busting out through the surface of the water after his shipwreck. So we're going to pick up right there, right with the first frame, and get going. So go ahead and take a second and get yourself into that spot, and then we'll do a countdown and get started. All right, it should be there, and we'll go ahead and do our countdown, and we'll start having some fun. And 3, 2, 1, play. It's like extreme Olympic swimming.
I could have sworn I saw a boardwalk in the bottom right corner of that shot when he was getting up.
Oh, really?
Maybe there was a figment of my imagination, but...
There's just been a resort on the island the entire time. He just wasn't paying attention. That Santa wasn't real.
So, no pressure.
That Whiskers didn't really go to live on a farm when I was 6.
A guy who can see through a hood.
That's a superpower.
Guys, holy crap, whatever you do, do not use your guns on this guy. Use your kung fu only.
Bad news. Go! Hospitalized.
Hospitalized? No, dead. That arrow hit his face.
That's the joke. He's probably fine. What the hell did the roof do to him? The roof has failed this city.
You failed this city. I'm not going to stick around to make sure that you do it.
Right.
I'm just going to use we're on the honor system.
Slices the guy's face off. He's like, now do it. It's like, oh, it's like, oh,
I would
didn't
love
think that through.
for Ollie to break into like the DMV and find the one employee who's like slacking ass, always shows up late, and he's like,
"You have failed this city.
Ted Digsby, you have failed this city."
His stepdad's like, your culture. Thanks, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy. Thank you, Tommy.
Tommy, shut the fuck up, enough. Tommy.
Thank you, Tommy. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, man, I'm glad you're here, Tommy.
You are the worst fucking friend.
I told you yachts suck. Hey, I'm bagging your eggs.
Also, I totally want to fuck your sister.
That's Tommy's.
But it turns out it's my sister, too. I don't know why we're making Tommy sound like a walrus.
Right. It's like a cartoon bear. Oh, God.
Holy
look, I will answer your questions, but one at a time, please.
One at a time. We'll go clockwise starting with you.
Right.
Good Christ, people. I didn't have an umbrella. Didn't even have a raincoat.
It was so wet.
Oh, my God.
Also, it was raining.
First, the onboard internet went out, and we were so sad.
It was so sad. I couldn't check on MySpace.
Oh, my God, that's a great scene. It's like, well, first the internet went out on the ship, and then Dad blew his brains out.
And also my wine spilled. It was just the worst day.
Yeah. And the island did not even have a gazebo.
The island didn't even have Wi-Fi. Well, it had dial-up, but
it didn't have a snack shack. There was no tiki bar.
Tiki bar.
It was the worst island vacation ever. Really?
Like under the law?
You had to squeeze that line in there?
She's like, I'm going to make my bone.
What the fuck was that for?
What they skipped over was it cutting to the other side of the courtroom and the other lawyer being like, we oppose bringing this man back to life. Have you met him?
I know, like, people forget, like, people only ever see Law and Order, so they forget there are plenty of court proceedings that don't involve a jury.
Both sides.
Two sides to an argument.
It's just sometimes talking to the judge. Yeah.
Although that scene would have been a lot funnier.
It would have been hilarious.
Like, oh, hey, what's up? Yeah.
Walking?
This is a good line.
I don't... Shut up. Yeah. God, the best friends in this series are just terrible.
Totally, yeah, like...
Those are roughly the same things.
Yeah. You know, but other than that, he's a really swell guy.
He's got a great personality probably somewhere underneath all that.
I love her. And she still tries to, like, fulfill the social contract. Right. It was nice to meet you.
Right, yeah.
The most horrible person in the world.
Clearly my friend's not a fan of you, but...
Oh, that's not her friend. That's her lawyer.
Oh, fair enough. You can be lawyer and friend.
Look at this face. It's not at all the look of a douchebag who is lying through his teeth. I mean...
Also, I helped the Galactica find Earth, so clearly you can trust me.
Yeah.
That's something that's fun to do, by the way.
This is great. Hang on. This line that Dig has a second right here.
Holy crap.
He was like so close to calling him the N-word.
Nigga, would you back the hell up?
I'll make you swallow that out like, oh, God damn it, motherfucker.
Don't make me say it again. A guy with long hair.
Yeah. Is that blouse a little too low cut for her to be taken seriously in a courtroom?
I don't know, but I was just thinking it would be hilarious if when she was walking backwards, she tripped on her heels. Just went down mid-speech. We intend to show with preponderance. And oh, fuck!
I have caught shit beforehand for saying things like beautiful people can't be professional. Like, there's no such thing as the hot girl hacker. I've got shit for saying shit like that.
Right.
So I was,
which I mean, rightfully so.
Yeah. No, absolutely. I'm sure there are hot girl hackers. But I, was in danger of doing that just now. It's like, she is way too fucking hot to be like an actual like lawyer.
Oh yeah, you gotta be careful with that. Like that's such like a normal accepted thing, but like it's totally not true.
With the way she had her hair and the blouse, it just looked like she was like, I am the Vidal Sassoon model of fucking lawyers, and I just feel like a lot of lawyers just dress more conservatively.
Oh, I gotcha.
Yeah. And this isn't me saying like a lawyer can't be hot. This is me saying like,
kind of walking the knife's edge on this
I don't
one.
think you like flaunt your hotness in the courtroom. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, I got you.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, she's not like coming in like a Basic Instinct dress or anything. Like, she's still pretty professional.
Yeah.
Oh God, gravity reversed while I was unconscious.
You failed the city.
But I literally didn't.
Jesus Christ!
It didn't miss him. It went through his eye socket and out the back of his head.
Yeah, and then it like had another eye on the end of the arrow that it replaced it with.
Well, what you can't see is every time he missed him, he was hitting a tennis ball and pinning it to a wall. That's just his thing.
That would make sense. He grew up rich, so he probably played tennis as a kid, and then he just ended up hating it.
Oh, yeah. That's why he uses them. Yeah.
That's good. Also never had a client who put me in a goddamn chokehold, lady. Bitch, who the fuck knows?
I don't know. I hear he's fond of islands. Yeah, we all get that, Oliver.
Jesus, Mom, do I have to wink, wink, nudge, nudge you? I mean, like, I've been trying to get laid. Good God. Oh, come on. I can't be sure she'll be down for that.
Oh.
Like, as a cameraman, maybe, but definitely not in a three-way. Oh, you mean just outside
Oh, you mean just having a... Boy, that got weird in my head. I'm sorry, Ma.
Yeah. No offense, Dig.
Dig's like, fuck you. Offense taken, nigga.
I don't even watch your bitch.
Oh, man.
This is the scene where I felt like he would have been perfectly justified in punching
Just
Ollie out.
him, yeah.
Really? During your time in Afghanistan, did any of the insurgents, I don't know, put you in a chokehold?
Oh, sick burn. He's like, no, but there was that time I got hired to bodyguard a bomb.
And you had to hesitate to tell me that?
Well,
normally you're supposed to
high,
like when you're all like you should be like, somewhere wholesome. Like, why the fuck would you just drag it out?
Church? I don't know.
Somewhere where I'm gonna get my snatch banged.
Sizzler.
Sizzler.
It's gonna be our thing.
You're defending Walter right now? Seriously? Thea's a whiny bitch.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we're real jesters around here. In the background, his two like beat cops are just like, "Oh, you got told." We're thinking of calling him
the Green Killer.
The Hood Killer. We think that probably won't get mixed up. What? I don't buy that for a second.
You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Well, he didn't even say angry, though. He just said emotional.
No, I know, but like you get the vibe behind it. It's like, I can jut out my jaw further than you can.
It's like, no, you can't. They just have this jaw off.
Yeah, they just have a jaw. Yeah,
but seriously, that like he didn't say anger. Like, you wouldn't like me when I'm pensive.
I get it.
Yeah,
any
like
kind
of emotion. Yeah. You wouldn't like me when I'm elated.
Yeah. You wouldn't like me when I'm preoccupied.
She's like, eyes front, soldier.
No, I enjoyed
I was
coming
just saying,
because,
can I have a soda?
Yeah, I enjoyed coming because Dad also let me read his Playboys while I was in the office.
When do I meet Lucius Fox? Isn't that something I'm doing? What?
Well, no, I mean, that actually fits. Wouldn't, like, when my parents asked me to sit down, Brian, that makes me nervous. When my rich parents who own their own company asked me to sit down, I'm like, oh, boy.
It's like, thank you. Finally, some validation.
Oh, no, I still hate you. But,
I'm just saying,
but he does this okay.
You did it pretty well with the books.
Do you know why I think Ollie really hates Walter? Is because Walter's name isn't in the little book.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because at first, I thought this was all faked and sort of a, like, Walter, I'm going to fucking kill you. Like, no, literally, I'm going to shoot an arrow into your head. But then it just occurred to me, Walter's name isn't in that fucking book.
Ah, I see. I got you.
So that emotional reaction, that's not staged for his arrow persona. That was Ollie just now. Being you're fucking my mom, dude. Fuck you.
Yeah, this is just straight up for real.
I'm a vigilante and shit, and I'm all dark and complex. But seriously, like, my human side is really hurt right now. My human side.
My human side, right. Like he has a non-human side. Not particularly. So wait, the opposite of there's no place like home. Everywhere is like
That's
home.
what I thought, yeah.
I mean, that's kind of profound.
Also, love is a battlefield. Playgrounds are battlefields. Well, that's actually true. A lot of times, playgrounds in the Middle East can be turned into battlefields real quick.
Can be actual battlefields.
Yep.
Also, sometimes battlefields are battlefields, but sometimes battlefields are also love.
Well, if you ever played the Metal Gear games, a lot of those characters I love the battlefield.
Enough.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know if you've ever been in elementary school in your entire life. The playground could also be a battlefield of sorts.
Yeah, that's probably the same thing to what he was talking about.
Rick wedgied me this morning in front of the swings.
So I will swear a blood oath on his family.
To avenge my honor on the playground battlefield.
It's like that Whitest Kid sketch.
Yeah.
No, Dad, you're dead. As he, drifted for 8 hours with his dead
Here's the
father.
thing, I
Just
really
now
think
is,
that burying him on the island is really selfish. You know?
Really?
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, like, the Gulls would have disposed of him. You know? And now he's just cheating them out of a meal.
Oh, I see.
Personal opinion.
So he's really not that much of a Green Arrow. Because green is like the environmentalist.
Like me, for instance.
Yeah.
Really not feeling it.
I'm really not. I'm kind of sick today.
Shit, if you want to get graphic about it. Good Christ,
Jesus.
woman.
Not the rest of them, though. It's just their faces.
Yeah.
Every night they're going to give you their faces to take with them.
Yep. If you have any problems, just tell their faces and the rest of their bodies will show up
Right.
promptly.
It's just floating heads and interchangeable cop bodies.
Oh, Laurel, you get the big, scary, bald motherfucker. Nobody's going to mess with that guy.
This is a joke. Knock, knock. I don't know that you can really pull that. Like, this dangerous person got attacked, and that's why I'm putting protection on you. Oh my God, who attacked him? That doesn't matter. Yes, it does. Oh my God, that's all that matters.
Look, it's definitely not the green killer, the green hood guy killer.
The green mask hood.
It's definitely
guy,
not the green flash
not
hood
the
guy
hood
Batman
mask
killer.
Guy killer. We have
Dad-
really got to come up with a better name. than that.
Dad, seriously, you need to stick with a name.
He's like, we're workshopping it. We're seeing what the audience responds to. But seriously, like that would be the most
We're not
paranoia-inducing thing ever.
Hang on. We're not friends. I couldn't possibly be friends with someone who wears a wig that hideous.
He's like, I'm getting chemo, you dick. And then he's like, whoa, whoa,
okay.
that's too much.
No, you know, that could work. I'm sorry. I should have suggested that earlier.
Stupid. Why didn't I think of
sorry.
that?
I'm
Jeez.
kind of crabby. I got arrows shot at me last night. I had this fucking jagoff detective like down my throat all morning.
Had this friggin' wizard coming up from... It's like volleyball, beach volleyball.
I spent 5 years banging the freakiest island bitches on the planet Earth.
I tamed tigers by fucking them.
Oh, God.
Also, apparently
Tigers that were on fire.
Yeah.
I love this little... this scene coming up. I fucking love this shit. Because it just solidifies the Thea is a whiny little bitch theory.
A second what?
It's where we buried Tigger.
He comes up back. She's just got a shotgun.
It's a basketball court they built while he was gone.
This is where we're going to bury you, right here.
And then she started again, and God, that was annoying.
Then she stopped eating and then stopped breathing. And then she died. And then she got better, which was weird. What boy I had
first
sex
period.
with. If they were the same boy.
Holy shit, Thea.
Thanks, Sis. That's glad to be back too.
It was hell here too, Ollie. I only had one servant, And like half of my trust fund was gone.
And gas prices went up. And, and the midterms were just terrible.
And True Blood just took this weird turn.
It
was a living nightmare, Ollie.
Twilight didn't end how I wanted it to. And the Harry Potter novels got spoiled for me. He's like, yeah, that's pretty much the same thing. That's about what I went through.
You know what? Thinking about it, I'm kind of missing the island right about now, too.
It just cuts immediately to him with a travel agent like, can you take me to the island of Yuanshu?
Hey. I would just
walk
love it.
Backwards?
Moonwalk away.
Yeah.
I would just love it if it were a recurring theme of this series where, like, Ollie comes to apologize, she softens up, and then he's like, psych! Just fucking breaks her heart and her trust again, but she's an idiot and just keeps falling for it.
Just keeps like Charlie Brown in the football. Wow!
Exactly.
Good grief.
I feel like I'm being kind of misogynistic in this episode, but to be perfectly honest, if the roles were reversed and it was Thea on the island, and for Ollie, like, pitching a little bitch fit, you know, I'd be like, God, Ollie, shut the fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
In 5
years?
Jerk. Yep. It's Chinese food.
It's your dad's head.
It pulls out like a
It's a
ball
box
gag.
of condoms.
Yeah, exactly. But you were used to it before. So that means there was no special thing about getting it back. So it couldn't have been that important to you. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Ice cream's pretty special to me every time I had it.
Yeah. Well, fair enough.
I have plans to blow up Queen Industries.
Right. Well, like, what are his plans, though? Because most people's plans are like, I want to travel. I want to do, like, his plans do not include travel.
Oh,
You
God,
know they
no,
do
yeah.
not. I want to take every weekend off forever and do nothing. I want to get baked and just stare at things. Like that's it.
Yeah, I don't want to leave my room. I just want to stare
Just
at my screensaver on drugs all the time, always.
Every Thursday, all I want to do is appreciate cushions. Yeah, but apparently it didn't work, so...
See, this would be the perfect time to go, psych! And then suddenly the candles just blow out on their own.
Right.
It's like, oh, we're about to get fucked.
Oh, snap.
It was unlocked, you dick!
It's okay. The guns are full of darts. Yeah.
I can only afford guns for my guys.
Diggle, yeah.
I have to use a knife.
Right, well, you got to cut costs somewhere.
Okay, how the fuck is he this good at fighting and yet couldn't get out of a chokehold last episode?
Well, he got surprised by it.
Oh, yeah.
Also, he kind of almost lost right there, so...
Still, that's better than... He put up more of a fight than he did last episode.
Right.
Why?
Damn, what a time for a I told you so.
Wait. So I have to save his
So I have
life?
to save him, right.
What the fuck, Diggs? aren't you kind of proving my point?
Right. No, Diggle's like, that's not for Oliver. Like, this is a good idea for me to be a bodyguard, for someone to save me. They were hospitalized. No one actually dies in this universe.
No. They decided to join the circus.
Right, yeah. They went to live in a farm upstate.
Namely, my daughters.
I like how earlier in this episode he was like, yeah, I'm pretty good about controlling my feelings. Bullshit.
I keep
them bottled up just as hard as I can.
Administer hard admonishings.
Right.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what do you mean? What knife?
Now, you can choke me out all you want, but just do not take me for a fool.
Do not patronize me. You can beat my ass. I kind of like that, but don't you talk down to me. I'll make you eat that camera.
Bitch, I'll make you eat that Nikon.
That's just his thing. He just likes people eating cameras.
He gets off on that.
Right. It's this weird fetish.
Why is this a trope?
What do you mean?
Superheroes getting in and out of their costumes. Like, why do we think this is so badass? I mean, we do, definitely. He's, like, arming himself.
Well, I mean, I think it's sort of symbolically changing gears, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. I thought you meant him talking to himself, and I was like, that's a pretty fair point right there. Like,
so I was making a pointed point, just not the thought, just not the one you thought I was making.
Right, yeah. Is he recording, like a vlog, like a YouTube video that he's just going to put up? Like,
stupid triad, bitch.
Oh, jeez.
That's such a badass move. It's like you take your henchman's phone and like, hey, guess who it is?
Right.
You were going to get a job at a PetSmart.
You were going to make that law firm be a sizzler again, God damn it. You had great benefits through your franchising. It's about being overly cautious.
That's why she drives a Nerf car.
Just a big foam brick with wheels. But they're the big, like, bouncy big wheels.
You know what? From now on, fuck the law.
Yeah, he's like, from now on, we do need to go outside the law to find justice.
And you are going to live in a hamster ball, young lady.
I'm going to put you in a freaking bubble. I swear to God.
It'll go really well with your new PetSmart job. No, I mean, did I say the docks? Nothing's going on anywhere.
Right.
Don't, follow me or just stay here and watch.
Give it away.
Stay here and watch
Hospitalized.
New Girl or something.
Hospitalized. Hospitalized. It's just, these guys are all fine. They'll wake up tomorrow, you know.
Hey, guys, I just thought of something.
See, that guy's totally fine right there.
We shoot at him a lot, and then he shoots us only once and hits. What if we each just shot him just one time out of the gun?
Oh, and then it
Commercial
reverses.
Break. And we're back.
Yeah, because then it reverses.
Yeah.
And, then he's got to shoot us out of us a bunch of times.
I mean, he can, but he won't.
He's like, oh my God, who? No? No, God. I was saying that about God. Oh, Well, it ruins the quip if you have to explain it. Jeez. What are they in? A silo?
Yeah, it looks like a grain silo or something.
They're at the docks.
Oh, it's a giant drill.
Okay. What?
First off, why would you threaten him in Chinese when you clearly speak English? What about him makes you think like, oh, this guy speaks Chinese? No problem.
He just looks like it. He just looks like the kind of guy who knows
Chinese.
Chinese.
That's racist.
That's a little racist.
Just thinking that everybody who smears green paint across their eyes is, speaks Chinese.
They just both really like Firefly.
Yeah. And then also expecting him to respond in Chinese. I mean, like, okay, yeah, he did, but like, wouldn't that make you stop and go,
lucky break?
Wow, yeah. I was really just trying to.
Yeah, that's the point where you should go.
That was for me.
My bad.
Actually,
my bad.
Holy shit! Respect.
Breaks his legs. The end.
I knew you'd use that shipping crate. I've been hiding there for 20 minutes. Oh my god, doesn't he look like he's just about to bust out some really Michael Jackson moves in that pose? Hee hee!
Well, why is it flashing?
I wonder what happens if I press this button on a device that a vigilante tossed it.
Right, it's probably fine. When did he record that? Like, I didn't see him press a button or anything.
That's exactly.
Whoa! Oh my god!
You didn't see him steal drugs from Thea's purse either.
I know. Jeez.
But seriously, like, it never occurred to Quentin Lance that could have. It's Quentin, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Never occurred to Quentin Lance that, like, maybe that could be a bomb and that pressing the flashing button could
right, yeah.
fucking kill. God, what
he's never seen the Fifth
No wonder
Element.
you lost your fucking daughter. You're a fucking dipshit, man.
Oh. He's like, yes. It is one of those, probably.
It is both of those, probably.
Yes. Was Robert Queen, like, really into applied sciences? Or because they usually name these things after people who are influential.
Or who have died.
Well, yeah.
I mean, there's people who have, you just give them...
yeah,
if you donate money to a university, I think they'll name a library after you.
Yeah, but you don't do things like the Mother Teresa Quantum Physics Lab.
What if Mother Teresa helped raise all the money to pay for the quantum physics lab?
Right,
this is Ollie. Right here. This is Ollie, like the Green Arrow from the comics that I'm used to breaking through.
Mm-hmm. Read a comic, jeez.
Never had a black dad before.
He just motions to Diggle.
Yeah.
Just beat his ass.
Make me a Nikon, Diggle.
I am Iron Man.
Remember when I was talking about...
I'm like 28% the man he was.
Remember when I was talking about like how that'd be a great recurring theme is Ollie apologizes, gets tender, and then he just like pulls a psych on everyone.
Right.
This is this is his psych. He just chooses to do it at the end of the episode. This is a psych.
He is actually doing it every time. Yeah.
That is remarkably eloquent for a guy who has been on an island for 5 years. He's been back, 2 weeks?
Well,
and he's just like got this speech written,
What were you expecting? Like
Honestly, to be believable that he was on an island for 5 years, like, I'm not really in a position to run a company right now. I'm going to re-educate myself.
I thought you meant like he just lost his capacity for language. He comes back, he's like, only one sandwich.
That would also be acceptable.
That is also an alternative we would take, yes. He just slaps him. Yeah, you thought wrong. Hey, thanks. Yeah, you're ugly too. We're thinking of calling him the Green Archer.
We're
the
thinking
Green
of
Anarchist.
calling him the green guy who brought down Martin Summers. Ooh, when I catch this guy, he's in for it.
Straight to the moon.
I'm going to catch you one of these days, Green Arrow. One of these days.
The Green Douchebag is what we're going to call him.
I would just love it if, like, every other page of this notebook is just Sudoku puzzles.
Right. It's like, idea for a movie. Coming of age. Teen drama. Right. Just random notes. He starts doing CPR on him.
There had to have been so many easier ways to bury his dad, you know, other than finding like perfectly sized rocks.
Oh no.
The notebook was blank, which means that his dad didn't write the list. Oh, what's that symbol? Will it be important later on? I bet it will be.
It's the new Pepsi symbol.
It's a highway map of Los Angeles.
Right, yeah.
All right, I'm going to get out of one sneaky car to get into another.
This is who she buys her weed from.
It's a menu.
yeah, it's for a restaurant. Was he holding that up for himself? Like, did he forget what he had in his hand?
No, he wanted the audience to know that there was some weird connection.
God, I would love it if there was just like fourth wall breaking like that.
Oh yeah,
like holds that up and then turns around to the camera. Is like, you guys got that? You guys,
House of Cards is really just opening all kinds of doors in that. You know, yeah. There's not going to be a fourth wall in a couple of years.
You're the only one who understands me. Headstone with no body under it. I'm going to have to be a woman.
Whoa, that's deep, son. Really glad I blew my goddamn brains out so that you could whip up like fucking epiphanies like that. Jesus Christ, I should be jumping around like shooting arrows at people. What the I'd used the bullet on the wrong queen on that life raft. Good Christ.
Dad's head pops up out of the ground. It's just like, whoa, son, no, you have this completely wrong. Two guys in the background. Was he seriously talking to his fucking father?
What are the odds that, like, that many rocks of, like, that rough size and shape are just laying around on a beach on a deserted island? Oh, fuck.
Oh, God. This is
first taste of foreshadowing.
This is the equivalent of the Batman Begins well with the bats.
Yeah. Arrows frighten me.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I'm going to share my terror with the underworld.
Now my enemies will share my fear. That's crazy, Ollie. That is literally crazy.
Why are you afraid of arrows? You know what? Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. All right, that does it for the second episode of Arrow.
Wait a minute. I just need to, what if that was the truth and, that's what drove him to become Green Arrow? But, he also got, scarred and burnt on the island. So, there was just an equal chance that he could have become Fireman.
Oh, God, yeah. I am Fire Arrow.
I am Fire Scar Man.
He's
We're
fire.
thinking
He's
of
Fire
calling
Arrow.
him the Green Fire Scar.
Green Fire Scar. God, it's like a fan fiction 80s cartoon character right there. All right. Thanks for joining us, guys, and we will see you next time.
Thanks for listening to Laugh Tracks. If you had a good time with us, tell your friends. You can find us on Facebook and Twitter, and you should definitely check out the other tracks we have on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, because we're recording new Laugh Tracks every week. And while you're at it, consider supporting our Patreon at laugh-tracks.com. The more support we have, the more tracks we can make, and the more you can enjoy.
All laugh tracks contain no unlicensed copyrighted materials and are provided under the terms of the Creative Commons by NCSA 4.0 license, which you can find at creativecommons.org for more information. We want to give a special thanks to Kevin MacLeod of Incompetech.com for providing our intro and outro music, and to all of our supporters and fans for making what we do possible. We love you guys.
We love you guys so much.
So much.
For Laugh Tracks, I'm Brian.
And I'm James.
And we'll see you next time.